She doesn't think her friends like her boyfriend, and she wants our help getting to the bottom of it. Hey, Cammy, we got your email. How can we help you out, babe?
Yeah, good morning. So, basically, I've been dating my boyfriend for the last 6 months, and I really like this guy. I feel like we have such a strong connection, but I'm starting to be convinced that my friends are lying to me about liking him. They keep telling me that they like him, but I'm getting vibes like they're, not being honest with me about it, and it's really starting to get under my skin. And I do want to be upfront. I have, my whole life been known as being, very, sensitive and emotional. So part of me is, trying to figure out, am I just being, reading into it too much? My friends have, in the past kind of treated me with kid gloves because they don't want to hurt my feelings. But, I don't want them to protect my feelings if they, really are not being honest with me. I really want to make sure I understand how they feel because I trust their judgment and, I rely on them. But, I've asked them a bunch of times and they keep saying, oh, no, we like him, which is, the more that you say it, the less I believe it. And so, for example, one of the friends in our group, Sarah, every time I've asked her, she's just like, oh, yeah, sure. But then she, changes the topic, which makes it feel a little bit like she's trying to avoid talking about it altogether. And then Emily, she'll say she's fine, but, she wears her opinion on her face. So, she, avoids eye contact when she's talking about it. And, it basically says it all, which, I believe her the least. And then, recently when the four of us were hanging out together, my friend Stephanie, she was just being so quiet. And, usually she's, super bubbly and chatty and all that. But, because my boyfriend Kyle was there, she just, every time he, was, talking, she just, shut down. And I asked her about it later, but she just said she was tired. And it didn't sound right, they all seem like small things independently, but when I put it together, it just doesn't seem to add up. And I'm wondering, there's clearly something they're not telling me, and I know they might be trying to spare my feelings, but, it's really starting to stress me out. And I can't ask them again because I think they're just going to lie to me. So, I was hoping that y'all could help me figure this out.
Okay, so Cammy, let's do a deep dive here real quick, okay? And we did reach out to your friends, and we're going to have some answers for you for sure. But you've asked them numerous times. They've told you what they told you. And I can understand, you're reading the signs in your gut. You're like, my friends don't like my boyfriend. I don't know, why they're not being honest with me. At the end of the day, why does it matter what your friends think about your boyfriend? If you're happy, shouldn't that be the only thing that matters?
I've known these girls since college, so their opinions are important to me. They always have been the ones who, give me, good advice. So, you have to, put the girls first sometimes. And, I trust my judgment, but I also trust theirs. Maybe they see something that I don't.
Well, I can also see that you're probably catching a vibe. Even though it doesn't seem like there's really anything glaring that they're doing to make it seem like this guy's, a little iffy, a little off, you notice that the vibe of the group changes when he's brought into it. And I know for me, whenever I finally do find someone to spend time with me romantically, I want him to get along with my friends and for it to feel like a really fun time. And so if it feels like anything but that, it's going to feel like something's missing and something's off, and I'm going to want to know what it is. But I feel like usually deep down, most women specifically are self-aware enough to kind of know what that is. So do you have any creeping suspicions about why you think they may not like him? Does he just have a different personality than these girls, or do you think it's something a little bit deeper?
I think he's great. He's so outgoing, always the life of the party. He's so funny, and I don't know that I just don't get his sense of humor or his energy is too much for them. But I think that he's absolutely fantastic. That's what drew me to him in the first place. I think he's such a catch, and I don't understand why they're not more excited about him. And I want them to be excited for me.
Mo, would you be perturbed if your friends, you felt like your friends weren't being honest about the person you're dating, or would you just be like, it doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't care.
No.
Because I had the same question you had initially as to if you have this connection and you think all of these amazing things of them, why does it matter? I mean, you've gone to your friends, you've asked them to be honest. If they, for whatever reason, don't want to be, and even if they were, like if you feel all of these amazing things about him and they did come out and say they didn't like him, you would stop talking to him because your friends don't like him, though you feel these amazing things for him? Like, it just would be irrelevant to me.
I mean, I just don't want to have to pick between my boyfriend and my friends, though. I've known these girls since college, and if him being around makes them not want to hang out with me, like, that's so awkward.
And I would want, if this is a tight group of friends, I would want to establish, we need to be honest with each other.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I don't think your real friends would make you choose in a situation like that.
It's time for the kid gloves to come off. I want to hear why they hate him.
All right, so here's the deal, Cammy. Tommy did reach out because you gave him the emails for all three friends. Tommy reached out to all three of them, and we did get a response from one, okay?
No, we got a response back from all three as a united front.
Oh.
So they're all on the same page with what you're going to hear.
Okay. All right. Well, Cammy, just hang tight, and we're gonna let you know if they're gonna be honest with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Cammy, we did have our show director Tommy reach out to your friends, and he's got the results.
So I sent a group email to your three friends, Cammy, Sarah, Emily, and Stephanie. And I did get a response back. I'll get to that in a second. I said, hello, Sarah, Emily, and Stephanie. My name is Tommy, and I'm the show director for The Bert Show. Your friend Cammy reached out to us and really wants to get the truth from you three. She has a strong suspicion that none of you like her boyfriend. Even though you tell her you do, she can't help but think you don't. We are asking for brutal honesty here. She acknowledges she's sensitive, and you tend to sugarcoat things for her. She's specifically asking you to not sugarcoat how you feel. She's ready to hear how you feel. And so I received an email back from Emily saying that she was speaking on behalf of the group.
Oh, so after you sent that email, what do the girls do, Abby?
Mm-hmm. Be like, okay, who wants to speak up? And then that person becomes like the director of communications for your friend groups, and they put together a press release. And then it seems going to be getting from Tommy today is the to whom it may concern letter from the group chat.
So here's Emily speaking on behalf of the group. Tommy, all three of us are familiar with the Bert Show and can't believe Cammy reached out to you. We all agree she's asking for something she can't handle. And I say that with love.
She can't handle the truth.
I know you're going to come down on us for not being true friends, because a true friend would tell you how they really feel about your boyfriend, right? A true friend will also meet you where you are. Cammy also proved to us time and time again she can't handle any criticism of the guys she dates. The last three dudes she's dated, we all despised. And we told her how we really felt. It did not go well. She got angry. She cried. She pouted. She stopped talking to us for a few weeks. Then she would eventually come back around, and of course, they would break up. We've gone through this cycle 3 times. We aren't doing it anymore. She can date whoever makes her happy. Our opinions don't matter. We've accepted that. She needs to accept that too.
Cammy, thoughts?
You need a tissue, Cammy?
Said that? Did they really say that? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No, I just feel like they could have said that to me, like, directly, and I could have handled it, because that's what you do when you're friends. Like, I can't believe that, like, they could say it to you, but they can't say it to me. Like, it just feels like, what? Like, do they even like me? Like, are they talking about me behind my back? Like, what is it?
No, I think, Cammy, I'm trying to talk you off a ledge here. I do think they like you. In fact, I think they love you. And I'm not kidding when I say that. And the reason why I say that is because they want to meet you where you are. if you've shown a pattern in the past that whenever they have been honest about, how they feel about your boyfriends and you don't receive that information well, and that you're asking for something that you're not ready to receive, then they are just they're not wanting to put you in that position and put themselves in that position anymore. And they're trying to meet you where you are as far as receiving any negative input about your significant others.
I would see this as them trying to protect your friendship. And I know it can be a little jarring to hear this because all you're hearing is they are having discussions about me when I'm not there. And I think that can be really jarring within a friend group because it feels like a really malicious and scary thing. But what I'm taking away from this is that they have seen this pattern of you dating guys that they didn't like and they didn't get along with. And they thought they were being good friends by saying their honest truth. And they saw that when they were honest with you, that your friendship suffered. And so I think by them kind of taking a step back and meeting you where you're at, they really want to remain friends with you and protect your friendship by not doing anything to shake it up.
I do agree with the fact that if they told us, they could have told you that. I feel you there. At the same time, you got to be accountable for the fact that if they have tried to be that level of honest with you in the past and it's caused the friendship to be into some disarray, then you should be able to understand why they feel as if maybe the best approach is to let you be happy and not even give you their opinions.
I think,
of course, but it's just something where you have to process what your friends are saying when they tell you something so heavy.
Okay, I know you're a sensitive soul, Cammy, and I am too. So I feel you on that one. I think what this friend group needs, shocker, Abby, a little adult conversation.
Maybe over brunch, a couple mimosas involved.
Yes.
There is nothing that can't be solved within a friend group with a couple of tequila shots and some really good pancakes, okay? Maybe some tissues.
You're right.
Tequila and tears.
Tequila and tears?
Let it hang out.
So let it, I know you got to process, so go ahead and process, but reach out to your girls and you need to come to an understanding. And you need to come to an understanding and you need to come to an understanding of expectations, what you all expect from each other as friends, okay?
Yeah.
All right, deep breath, girls. Deep breath, and we wish you the best, Cammy.
Thank you.
The Bert Show.